Hello and good morning. Dr. Frank is back with another set of predictions for the weekend football. 14 matches to go through this time. Got a spanking after in the Europa League. Went 0-3. Really unlucky with some of them, but you know what? We go again in regards to weekend predictions. 14 matchups, and we're starting in La Liga. First match we're looking at straight away. Real Madrid versus Sevilla. This is going to be a tight one. It's going to be a hot game. Nice one to be watching here. A lot of talent on both sides. Do feel Real Madrid are going to be edging this one as far as things are concerned. And with that in mind, just to kick things off, Real Madrid and under 3.5 goals is massive at 2.40. 2.40. I think it's going to be tight, but my God, I think Real Madrid are going to edge this one. Okay, I think it's the right time for Real Madrid to really come to the fore and really put the screws on Real Sociedad at the top. Next match I'm looking at is Caddies versus Atletico Madrid. It's tight at the top. Atletico Madrid, I'm looking for them to do their customary Atletico Madrid and under 3.5 goals here. Again, never see Atletico Madrid running away with games. It's very rare they do. I don't see them doing it here, but I do see them getting this. So Atletico Madrid and under 3.5 goals as well, 1.95. Staying in La Liga, speaking of Real Sociedad, they're away from home against Espanyol. I think this is going to be a tough matchup for Real Sociedad. However, Real Sociedad are keeping the pressure on everyone. There's a surprise package in regards to La Liga. They seem to always be sniffing around 5th, 6th spot, but they're really looking for this title this season. Looking really good with Isaac up front as well. Really good. I think they're going to come away with just a simple win. So Real Sociedad, just to win the game, comes in massive as well. 2.30. 2.30. Move into Serie A, and we're looking at Empoli versus Fiorentina. I'm liking what Empoli are doing this season. However, I feel like Fiorentina are going to sneak home in this one in regards to actually getting this game won. Only looking at Fiorentina to win the game. Again, nice odds here. Nice and simple. Double your money. 2.00. Moving on, Juventus versus Atalanta. There's only one thing I'm looking at here, and that's both teams to score over 2.5 goals. In regards to this one, they're going to get on the score sheet. I mean, there's going to be goals in this one. Atlanta, as we know, they only play one way and it's full throttle. They're going to leave spaces at the back. Juventus are definitely getting in behind, maybe a couple of times here. Atlanta, I think, will get on the score sheet as well. So Atlanta and Juventus, both teams are scoring over 2.5 goals. Looking good at 1.91. 1.91, okay? Moving on, Roma versus Torino. Roma coming off a nice little victory in the Europa League or Europa Conference League, whatever it is. I don't even know anymore. But yeah, they'll have more than enough to beat the Turin side here. Torino, just a simple win I'm looking at here. Roma to win the game, 1.73. 1.73. Going into the Bundesliga, there's only one matchup I'm looking at here, and that is RB Leipzig versus Leverkusen. And with this one, same goals. I'm seeing goals. Leverkusen put 4, or was it 3? 3 past Celtic last night. Mate, they're in very good high spirits. Leipzig obviously getting some goals as well against Club Bruges. Was it 4 or 5 themselves? Goals, as far as this one's concerned. Both teams to score at over 2.5 goals looks really good at 1.80. 1.80. And finally, we move into the Premiership. First game I'm looking at is Arsenal versus Newcastle. Arsenal smarting after that 4-0 loss. Was it a surprise? Not really. Okay. However, perfect team to bounce back against Newcastle. I don't believe in this bounce back managerial thing when it comes to Newcastle. As far as things are concerned, I do think Newcastle are going down. I don't care who they buy in January. I think they're going down. Arsenal, I think, are going to help them along their way. Arsenal to win this game under 4.5 goals looks good at 1.87. 1.87. Next matchup I'm looking at is Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa. Quite simple. In my personal opinion, I'm just looking at both teams to score here. I'm keeping this nice and simple. I think both definitely get on the score sheet. Don't be surprised if Benteke scores against his former club here. With that in mind, it's 1.75. 1.75 of both teams to score, okay? Liverpool versus Southampton. Speaking of men going scoring against their former clubs, that's exactly what I'm looking at here. Sadio Mane to score any time in this matchup. Simple. Sadio Mane to score anytime, 2.05. However, you can also look at Sadio Mane to score and Liverpool to win. You're probably going to get better odds. So that's what I'm looking at though. Sadio Mane to score anytime, 2.05. Norwich versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. The draw specialists at half-time, you know where we're going. But not only are we going with Wolves to be drawing at half-time against Norwich, I'm looking for Wolves with a nice little bit of form they're running into here. Norwich and Wolves to draw at half-time with the Wolves win at full-time. So it's draw half-time, Wolves win full-time. It's massive. 4.80. We all know that Wolves like to turn up in the second half. 4.80. Draw half-time, Wolves full-time. Next matchup we're looking at is Leicester versus Watford. Watford United. Watford. Leicester City versus Watford. Leicester need that morale boosting win in the Europa League. They got it last night, and I think they're going to carry that through into this game against Watford. Leicester and under 4.5 goals looks pretty good. 2.05. 2.05. Man City versus West Ham. West Ham are going to come to play. It's going to be a tighter game than I think people think it's going to be, but I do feel Man City are still going to come out on top. They're going to be so levels. They're going to be so happy after that win against PSG. I think they're going to ride that wave and they're going to continue against West Ham. So, yeah, Man City and under 3.5. Under 3.5 goals, looking good at 2.25, 2.25. And finally, the matchup I'm looking at is Chelsea versus Manchester United. I've looked at different angles in regards to this game. So many different options here. However, the option I'm looking at here is Chelsea win and both teams to score. Chelsea win and both teams to score. It's coming in at 3.20, 3.20. I do feel like Man United are going to get on the score sheet this time around. So, just to recap. First of all, Real Madrid and under 3.5 goals against Sevilla, 2.40. Caddies versus Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid and under 3.5 goals also. I'm looking at 1.95. Espanyol versus Real Sociedad. I'm looking at Real Sociedad to just get the away win. It's massive, 2.30, just to get the away win. Okay, Empoli versus Fiorentina in Serie A. Fiorentina with the away win here is what I'm looking at, 2.00. Juventus versus Atalanta. Juventus and Atalanta, both teams are scoring over 2.5 goals. Looks good for me. 1.91. 1.91. Roma versus Torino. Simple Roma home win. 1.73. Going into the Bundesliga, one game I'm looking at, RB Leipzig versus Bayern Leverkusen. Both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Again, looks good here at 1.80. Okay. Into the Premiership, you've got Arsenal versus Newcastle. Arsenal and under 4.5 goals, 1.87 is what I'm looking at there. So Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa, both teams to score. Nice and simple is what I'm looking at, 1.75. Okay. Liverpool versus Southampton. Sadio Mane to score anytime, 2.05. Although I said the lean would be Sadio Mane to score with a Liverpool win combination would be higher odds, of course. Okay, but the official is Sadio Mane just to score anytime. Norwich versus Wolverhampton Wanderers, massive one here. A draw half time. Wolves win at full time. 4.80 is massive. Okay. Leicester versus Watford. I'm looking at Leicester to win this game in under 4.5 goals. 2.05. Okay. Man City versus West Ham. Okay. I'm looking at Man City to win this game in under 3.5 goals at 2.25. And finally, last game I'm looking at Chelsea versus Manchester United. Chelsea to win the game and both teams to score, 3.20. Now, as a combination, me personally, I would be looking at both teams to score and over 2.5 goals, RB Leipzig and Leverkusen, and I would throw that in with Arsenal and under 4.5 goals. They're coming at 1.87, so you're probably looking at about 3.00 area if you combine those sort of things together. There's so much you can combine here, it's ridiculous. One game I am looking at on the weekend, okay, this is a bonus one. I don't know the odds, so it's something that you guys would have to look up if you want to look into it. Copa Libertadores final, Palmeiras versus Flamengo. It's a bonus one here. I can't split these teams. I just think it's going to be a draw at full time in the 90 minutes. I think it's getting extra time. So draw. I don't know what the odds are though, so you'd have to have a look at it. Even a lean to 1-1, even a lean, you know, some old school players playing over there. David Luiz, you old Arsenal fans, you probably know that he's over there in this Copa Libertadores final. Felipe Luiz for Chelsea. Kennedy I think he's on loan. Is he loan or on permanent? I don't know. But guys, enjoy that one as well. Okay, that's going to be a great game on Saturday. That's me, all sorted for the weekend. Dr. Frank signing out. Speak to you later. Bye-bye.